Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber if you guys are new. And for Foundation Friday, we are going over this Marc Jacobs foundation product. I wanted to do this a few weeks ago, but the local Sephora that I'm near didn't have the display set up when I think this first launched. So I kind of just pushed it off, and there was other products that I wanted to film with, but I finally got my hands on this. This is the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer and Foundation in the shade Tan 320. If you guys want to see how all of this worked out today, definitely keep on watching. So it is a wand applicator, 0.54 fluid ounces, so it is less than the 1 fluid ounce that you're used to getting. On Sephora.com, it is marked down to $27. It was originally $39. It says a 2-in-1 caffeine-infused concealer and foundation with a natural-looking full coverage all-day wear. Natural finish, it's a liquid formulation. Caffeine pretty much re-energizes the skin. It has oat extract, which calms and soothes the skin in general. Then 5 forms of coconut, hydrates and nourishes the skin with vitamins and nutrients. There's a question right here. It says, is this meant to be a replacement for the Remarkable foundation? Someone answered and said, it is. I've noticed a lot of their products on sale. I was concerned that they were starting to sell elsewhere or something like that. Maybe they are leaving Sephora. I don't know. And if you're from Marc Jacobs, let me know, because I'm a big fan of your lip glosses. Makes me sad. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and prep the skin a while. I'm going to be taking one of my favorite moisturizers. This is my Daily Greens Pharmacy Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. One of my favorite moisturizers. I got that in a BoxyCharm, I think like 2 months ago. It doesn't dry down too quick, but it keeps me moisturized throughout the day. Alright, so we're going to go right in with this extra shot. So I'm debating if I want to use a primer. I think I am going to use a primer. Might as well use a new product. Hold on. Alright, so I got this as a PR package. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pore Balancing Blurring Face Primer. I definitely think it'll help out definitely in just the center part of my face where I do get super shiny throughout the day, and today's a pretty warm day. So I'm going to go for a medium true coverage. They say it is a full coverage. So like I said, this is shade 320. So I'm just going to start with that. It looks a little warm. I'm going to be taking my Natalie brush from Hank & Henry, so it just looks like this. So I will say when applying this, it definitely has that thicker consistency when you swatch it on your skin. I really didn't know what to expect. If you compare it to like the NARS Sheer Glow, that's like a true liquid to where it gives that dewiness to the skin, which is like one of my favorite foundations. But when I blended this down, it blended down beautifully. You guys saw how easy that was. Even though it's a full coverage, it's not thick and cakey. If you're comparing it to the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, like that's a thick consistency and it gives you coverage. And sometimes depending on how much you use, you can definitely feel that coverage. But with this product, it looks like it would be a fuller coverage, but when you blend it down, it literally looks amazing. So say I wanted to build coverage here. You see how that just completely eliminated my freckles? So I do think if you do pressing motions, and you press that product into the skin. So as you guys can see here, I pretty much sheared that out. I kind of dispersed that like that. But on this side, over my freckles, I did the pressing motions and it completely covered my freckles. Definitely, at least on my skin, it gives very nice coverage, very full without even having to use a lot. I'm just so shocked that it's on sale. I really hope they aren't getting rid of Marc Jacobs out of Sephora. So you guys probably can't see it on camera, but if I'm looking up super close, like magnifying glass close, I don't know if you can see, but like there's just like flakiness occurring, and that's why I think it is the primer. Maybe it just doesn't work out with that foundation, which that's why I really hate trying new primers because, well, trying new primers with a new foundation, I feel like it kind of just ruins my impression of the foundation. All in all, everything looks flawless. So of course I wasn't recording. I just did a dot on my forehead from the foundation and a little dot on my nose, taking my Laura Mercier sponge. I've never used this before, so this is like new. I'm just blending that out. It is damp, but it's not as like squishy fluffy as like the Real Technique sponge. So I feel like I gotta look into this just a little bit more. I think what I love about this foundation, I love that it still gives you coverage, but it's not thick, cakey, like you're wearing 10 pounds of makeup. It literally shears down to pretty much nothing, but it gives you coverage. So I think that's what I really love. So we're gonna see how it wears, just making sure everything's blended. And like I said, that shade match was perfect. So I'm going to be taking my Instant Retouch Concealer from Fenty Beauty in shade 380 to contour and bronze the face. Oh, and this is a Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Powdered Brush. I love to use it for creams. It just nicely diffuses and blends out that product. So for concealer, I'm going to be using this 30NY Stay Naked Correcting Concealer from Urban Decay. I haven't used this in a little bit. So this one's pretty bright, so I'm not going to use too much, like super bright. Holy crap, maybe it's a little bit too bright. It's a little bright, let me tell you. Actually, I'm going to quickly jump in and use the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush. I'm going to use it right now to make sure I like it. If not, I'm going to go and exchange it. This is Bikini Martini 03. Now, I've never seen videos on how to use this, but I would assume that it's just pretty much like a cream blush in general. I feel like a lot of people will look at this and be like, oh my god, it's too vibrant. But I do think it depends on your application methods. So I do like to use a brush that looks like this. I do fiber. They say it's a powder brush, but I like to use it for creams. It comes down to how you layer the product. How much of the product do you use? So what I'm quickly going to do is just spray my face with the Professional Super Setter. And then taking my sponge and just lightly pressing and blending everything together. All right, so I finished my brows. I wasn't even gonna do them, but I was like, what the heck? So next I'll be doing my lips. So I'm gonna be using my KKW, one of my favorites, my Nude 2 liner. My favorite's 1.5, but when Ulta had their sale on them, they didn't have 1.5 on the website. So I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest, but it's fine. I mentioned this in my Sephora haul video, my Marc Jacobs Sugar 312. It's definitely like a thicker consistency, but it's amazing. All right, you guys, so I completed today's look. I am not liking my brows. If I take the brows off, everything else has to come off, and I don't feel like refilming because I do think the base of everything looks great. But this is like probably a more subtle eye look. I mean, I have lash extensions on. I just did a little bit of brown shadow in the crease. I definitely need to do my brows tonight. But I must say, for the complexion part of everything, this foundation definitely wasn't what I expected as far as I thought it was going to be thick. Definitely when they said full coverage, I always think a thicker consistency, it's going to feel heavy. But you guys saw I did little swatches, blended that down, and it gave me a true medium full coverage depending on how you apply it. But in the end, it looks like skin. I really do think I could probably go in with a little bit more blush just to bring it out a little bit more. But I always say I think my lighting kind of washes that out. So I do think depending on how you prep your skin, definitely will determine the outcome of how everything else looks. I do have pretty clear skin to begin with. Nothing major, but I do think it was that primer that was causing that flakiness around my lip area. Off camera, I took my Huda Beauty Pound Cake Translucent Setting Powder, took a fluffy brush and just set everything, and then took my sponge and set underneath of the eyes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video with us trying out the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Foundation. It can be used as a concealer and as a foundation. Like I said, if it does eventually, something does happen to it, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but so sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys give this video a nice big thumbs up. If you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.